I'm Ryan from ExtremeTerrain.com, and this is my review and installation of the Off Camber Fabrication by MBRP Front Light Bar and Grille Guard System, fitting all 2007 and up Wranglers. Today we're going to talk through the installation of this light bar, which is a very simple 1 out of 3 wrenches. This is designed to bolt directly onto your Jeep, although there is a small amount of disassembly you'll need to do in order to get all of the brackets installed. Then we're also going to talk through the construction and a few of the other features of the light bar. This is for those of you who aren't ready to upgrade to a full aftermarket front bumper, but are looking for a way to change up the look of the front of your Jeep, as well as to add some auxiliary light mounting points. This is going to do a really nice job of changing the look of the front of your Jeep while still retaining that factory plastic front bumper, which helps to keep the cost down. If you pair this light bar and grille guard system with maybe a winch plate that goes on top of your factory front bumper and some stubby front bumper ends, you can end up with a bumper that looks aftermarket even though it's based off of that factory front bumper, and it'll be significantly less expensive than purchasing a full aftermarket front bumper. As far as construction goes, this is going to be a piece of steel tubing that does have your light mounting tabs welded right onto it. And these are really heavy duty light mount tabs. I mean, they're not going to be holding a lot of weight, but these things are thick, they're really bulky, and they are welded directly in place, so they're going to be nice and strong for you. This also comes with all of the brackets, of course, that are necessary to get it mounted. MBRP offers a version of this grille guard and light mount hoop for the Off Camber Fabrication line of front bumpers. This one is specifically designed to work with your factory front bumper, so all of the brackets that are included allow this to be mounted with that factory front bumper in place. Something I really like about this setup is that it is pre-drilled with rubber grommets to run all of the wiring for whatever lights you might mount on those light mount tabs. You'll be able to run them right through the grommets inside of your tubing, down, out through the bottom here, and very cleanly and easily hide all of your wiring for a really clean install. Now, for those of you with a 2012 and up JK, you are going to need a vacuum pump relocation kit in order to install this on your Jeep. The brackets that go behind the bumper to install this grille guard light bar combination do interfere with that factory vacuum pump location, so you are going to need a relocation kit. As I said before, I am going to give this a 1 out of 3 wrenches for the installation. It is a bolt-on piece, although it does require a little bit of disassembly in order to get all the brackets in place. The first thing you'll need to remove is your splash guard if you're still running one. I know a lot of you guys that go off-roading in deep mud or backed up in deep snow will have their splash guard removed for them, but if you still have yours in place, the first step is removing that. You'll also have to remove the frame cover that covers the space between the bumper and the grille. And finally, you'll have to remove the grille by popping the 6 plastic clips across the top and then giving it a good pull. Once you have those 3 plastic pieces removed, you can install the brackets that go on the frame horns of your Wrangler, and finally install the other half of the brackets onto the light bar and grille guard. Then it's simply a matter of putting the light bar grille guard onto the new brackets that you've already installed on the Jeep and attaching it with the included hardware. From there, you can go ahead and wire up whatever lights you might want to add, or if you're not adding any lights, you're done. This whole process will probably take you a little bit over an hour to complete by the time you get all of the plastic removed, all the brackets installed, and the plastic reinstalled again, but you're not going to need any specialty tools, just some traditional hand tools. However, having a trim removal tool handy will make popping a lot of those plastic clips a little bit easier. When you look at this light bar and grille guard system and you look at the price tag, you might think that's a little bit expensive for just some round tubing. However, when you consider the drastic impact this is going to have on the front of your Jeep, the easy bolt-on installation, the fact that you have these 2 light mount tabs where you can very easily run all of your wiring internal of the mount, and when you consider the alternative of purchasing a whole new front bumper and the expense involved with that, all of a sudden this becomes a little bit more manageable. So if you're looking to add a grille guard with light mounts onto the front of your Jeep to completely change up the look of your Wrangler without having to buy a full aftermarket front bumper, I think that this is a nice option. At first look, this may seem a little bit expensive, but when you compare it to the alternative of purchasing a brand new bumper, and when you look at the quality of the build, I think this is going to be a really nice option for a lot of you. So that's my review of the Off Camber Fabrications by MBRP front grille guard and light bar system, fitting all 2007 and up Wranglers with a factory front bumper that you can find right here at ExtremeTerrain.com.